Greetings, pod fans! It's day 3 of PodVHEDA.
Pod videos himself every day in April.
And today I want to talk to you about some music. Specifically, the music I've been listening to recently, or in the past couple of months or something. Because I listen to some varied music, and I did this last year, and now I'm doing it again, so deal with it.
I feel like this year the music is fairly varied, but in a different way from last year, because it's mostly weird.
So let's begin with a band that I fell in love with. When was that? Just November.
There was an incident with pirate accents and myself and my friend annoying a large group of our friends,
Which reminded me of a band by the name of Alestorm.
When I was about 18, I was introduced to this band, to a song by the name of Captain Morgan's Revenge.
And at the time I listened to it and I was like, pirates are class!
So after the incident, where we annoyed all those people with our pirate accents,
Yar.
I started listening to them, just their expanded catalogue. And I fell in love. I've always thought the pirates are cool. Have always thought that. But it went from a case of, I love pirates, yar, oh, you've got a hook hand, har, yeah, yar, to
Rum, beer, quests and mead, these are the things that a pirate needs. So raise your flag and let's set sail under the sign of a storm or veil.
It was a very quick transformation from normal man to pirate man. And then I ended up seeing them this year, and it was amazing. It's actually the best concert I have ever been at. The next band are another band that I've listened to before, but they were introduced to me again, and I just fell in love. So in January, I was reminded that Five Finger Death Punch exist, and that they have more than like 3 songs. So for the next 2 months, that's all I listened to. Honestly, it was kind of a problem. I was most definitely the most angsty 26-year-old you have ever seen. Yeah, luckily it didn't get to the point where I was constantly quoting them, because their lyrics are a little bit, Alestorm, you've got the Yo-Ho Mexico, far to the south where the cactus grow, whereas with Five Finger Death Punch it's more, I hate you, and all you stand for. I don't care anymore. I gave you 1,000,000 chances. You gave me 100 ways to hate, something along those lines. So that's not as fun as Yo-Ho Mexico, a little bit, but still good band, good fun, good gym intensity music. Next up is something that I've been doing the past couple of days, and it's just listening to 80s hard rock on Spotify. I've always been an 80s fan, but recently I've just been listening to new-ish stuff, and was, again, this is all just me being reminded that stuff exists. But yeah, there's a playlist, 80s Hard Rock. It's one of the actual Spotify ones, and it's pretty good. It's got a lot of Van Halen, AC/DC, the other people, Guns N' Roses, that kind of stuff. And it's good. It's good to just chill out to. I like it. I've been listening to it while I play video games for the past couple of days. The fourth one, if you've listened to me over the past 2 years, you're expecting it. It's my boy, Jon Bellion. I think he's just going to be a constant on any of these lists forever, because he is my favourite artist. If you haven't listened to him, he's the best. He's currently in the studio making new tunes, and I'm so excited for when that album drops, because, again, he's my favourite artist. If you were watching PodVHEDA last year, I went to see Jon Bellion, and it was pretty amazing. It's a super long video, and there isn't a whole load of the concert stuff. It's mostly myself and Pa talking about life, and then after the concert we're just kind of inconsolable and having chats about how amazing it was. So yeah, Jon Bellion, it's nothing like anything else on this list because it's so normal. It's very pop, it's very rap, it's very something that I love. So Jon Bellion. The fifth thing we've got on here I think might be the strangest. Like, the other ones are kind of strange. Like, we had pirate metal, we had angsty stuff, we had just an entire genre, but this is Wardruna. If you've heard of Wardruna, they are a band from Norway, a group from Norway. I don't know how to describe them. Basically, they do traditional Norse stuff. So it's kind of like Viking music, but it's not like Viking metal or like a Viking theme. They're doing traditional songs, and there's just everything in there. Quite a few times you hear just a cow mooing. They use all traditional instruments, stuff like that. I don't know a whole lot about them, but it just came on while we were making the cosplay last week, just while we were listening to music on YouTube, just on shuffle, and it's really cool. It's really calming. It's very just something you throw on in the background and just chill out to. It's definitely not the kind of thing that you listen to and go like, yeah, this is my jam. I love it. Yeah, dancing time. But it's cool to just have in the background and study, work to, that kind of thing. On the subject of stuff to study/relax to, we have lo-fi hip-hop radio, beats to relax/study to. Now this is probably one of the most interesting things on the internet for me right now. This is a 24-hour, 7 days a week live stream on YouTube, where it just has, like, it's almost like a GIF from an anime. I don't know what the anime is. I think I found it at one stage, but it's a girl studying, and it just constantly plays lo-fi hip-hop, which is very relaxing. It's kind of like, it doesn't have words in it. It's very just like slow and calming to have in the background, and it's great. There's also a live chat, as you do have on like a live stream, and it's just a really nice community. I've never really seen anyone just going on there being rude, or people just being rude. It's super chilled out. It's super fun. So check that out. Literally just look up lo-fi hip-hop radio and you'll probably find it. So basically that's what I've been listening to recently. There's probably some outliers where I forgot, but those are the 5 groups. So check them out if you want. I'll put a list in the info box of just the names of the stuff, and go see that. So now on to something else. I realized today that I haven't set a goal. Because every year I set a subscriber goal, which is usually something ridiculous, because if we hit the goal, it adds 1 month onto the span of PodVHEDA and becomes PodVHEM. PodVHEDA was that very day in May. We have never hit the goal. It used to be 1,000. I think it was up last year, or was it? I can't remember. But this year, at the very start, it was 1,133 subscribers, and I've decided that 1,500 is way too possible. So it's this year, if by the very last day, by the 30th, by the end of the 30th, midnight on the 30th, moving into the 1st, if we are at 2,000 subscribers or above, I'll do another month and just go cuckoo. So if that's something you would like to see, share this with your friends. Don't just make a bunch of accounts, because that's stupid. We're looking for viewers, not bots. We ain't no Trump. What? Topical? That's not topical, it's like a year old. But yes, there's that. People are joining the Discord, again, I mentioned that yesterday, but yep, there'll always be a link in there. I just like mentioning it because it's new and it's growing-ish. I haven't been in the thing, maybe I'll pop in there later or something, we'll see. But yes, I do believe that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Slow on.